broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
There it is.
Yeah.
Just a nice somber tone to bring us into this week. Thank you all for joining us here at AfterBuzz TV's coverage of Heroes Reborn, Season 1, Episode 6, Chapter 6, Game Over.
Game over, Mega Man.
Game over, man.
This song
Mega
actually
Man.
makes me think about all the times I've tried and failed this game.
You really? You didn't beat Mega Man? This is Mega Man 2. You didn't beat?
I did not.
No?
I did not.
I mean,
Wow.
nobody beats it at first, but you eventually...
Yeah.
No.
I beat Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. I mean, right off the bat, man.
I
Well,
just-
look at you.
Oh, well,
Wow.
before we get too into Mega Man,
All right.
starting to my far left, I'm not alone to talk about these Heroes topics. Starting to my far left, we got...
Oh, far left. Oh, that's me.
that's
I'm
you.
Jonathan.
I
I'm
can say it
Jonathan Meza at
twice.
Kybacat. Hey, guys, you can follow me at Kybacat. My name is Jonathan Meza. Hey, let's do some heroes.
And then to his left.
You guys can
His
follow me
right.
on Twitter
His
and Instagram. If you know your right and your left, help that guy out. At Khaliel Abooboo.
What's up, everyone? I'm Marisa Serafini.
And if you guys want to tweet at me about how I don't know my right from my left, you can find me at Steve Kaufmann. That is KAUFMANN. As per the usual, we have a lot of topics to get to, so we're going to jump right in. We're going to start in East Los Angeles. At least I'm pretty sure that's where we still are.
All right.
With El Vengador
Oh, yeah.
and a hostage.
He's still there.
One of the two weakest storylines in the entire episode. Though it was a good episode. Good episode. Good
I wouldn't
episode.
Good
say
episode.
weak, just not fully fleshed out
Yeah,
yet.
can we have a moment to say that this was a good episode? We've
Thank you.
ripped
Yeah,
them
let's do
a
that.
new
We've
one
been mean.
after episode after episode after episode. Like, let's just have a moment to say,
Bravo,
Good job.
heroes.
Good job.
You know what?
Good
Here,
job,
here, guys. It's a good episode.
Here,
Good
here.
episode.
Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, it was a good episode.
moving on. Let's
And-
get right into it.
Getting right into it, he finds out, because he's still trying to track down the kid and the father. The
Yes.
priest.
Yes.
Yes.
His nephew.
And, yeah, his nephew. And the
The
only
kid.
lead he has is this cop.
Yeah. Who the episode starts off with? He is what's the word I'm looking for? He is torturing him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we have a torture back and forth montage of torturing Harris and the cop, and yet he is torturing this guy. Not too hard though.
But Batman style.
Batman style punch in the
Batman
face.
was tortured. That's
That
how
was a
Batman
strong
tortured.
Let's not do that.
interrogation.
Let's not
Strong
go. Let's not
interrogation,
put him
yeah.
on
Yeah.
Batman's level. All right.
I'm
not
not
do
putting
that.
him on Batman's level. I'm putting his torture styles.
On Batman's level.
On Batman's
let's not
level.
do that.
There's
I already
a
did
level.
that.
It's levels to this.
I already
all
did that.
He's a
Yep.
few notches
Moving on.
under.
And then he finds out that there's a place called Sunshine Manor
Or
where they're
Sunstone.
paying...
Sunstone
Sunstone
Manor.
Manor.
Yeah.
I can't read. Sunstone Manor that they're paying $10,000 in Evo.
Yeah.
Do we think that
Ooh.
this? Do we think
would
this is
really help me
Renautis or
out.
somewhere else?
I think this might be somewhere else. I mean, we've already known with these past seasons that there was the company, also Primatech and
Yeah.
whatnot, and then there's Renata's. Who knows what other things have been out there?
I'm sorry. No.
Oh no! I mean, it's just like we know Renatus is in their plan, but like they're the only ones we're focusing on. There could be so many other companies out there all over the world.
I am totally with Marissa. This is something else entirely because he says everyone who goes there does not want to leave. So I'm thinking there's an Evo there with like aura of peace powers that basically keeps people there. Like that was a line that the cop said. When you go there, no one seems to want to leave. I'm totally saying this is something else. I'm with you there.
There you go.
And it might not be something negative. It could be, piggybacking off of what he said, it could be a safe haven for Evos.
It's what
It
it
pays
is.
$10,000 in cash in a bag.
Interesting.
that's kinda
I would
weird,
love
I was
but
like, I don't think a good
that's the
safe
plot-
haven
that's the
would do
whole
that.
in my idea.
It's Xavier's
but-
mansion.
I would
There it
love
is.
for that to be
Yes.
the Evo Truthers.
School for the gifted.
Yeah.
The Evo Truthers just have money somehow, and then they find a way to just give us Evos. Just get us Evos, and then it's this nice sanctuary of a place that's saving all the Evos.
All right.
I don't buy it. I think
So
it's-
let's go
I
to
think
New
it's
York.
a different nefarious place.
Yeah.
Is what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board with the nefarious as well, and I just think they have some way of holding the people there without having to use force or gates or something like that. Probably an Evo themselves controlling them to keep them there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And we didn't get very much of them. And that was the whole story.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on. In fact, I do want to say, like, what's up with the red stuff? Like, he was arrested, he was beaten up,
He's
he
a
was
little
searched.
trusting.
Well, no,
That's what I
just
put. I
red stuff,
put
like,
way too trusting.
but not just the red stuff, but like that he drank it. But like this guy was just had it on him the whole time for these past few episodes. After he was like taken by the cops and then taken by Carlos, no one checked his pocket for red stuff. I was like, wait a minute,
I
what?
totally agree with that.
There's a
Yeah.
lot.
That was a little strange.
Big.
I mean, no, it didn't look like anybody checked his pockets.
Yeah, I've
so
that-
there
yeah.
but now is the red stuff that breeds a false positive also knock you out?
I think
so-
it's just something that knocks what he uses to knock out everyone that
Okay.
he's after, and he just made up the lie that this will get you through the gate.
But when he
whatever.
got captured by the cops, he was El Vengador only caught him in the paddy wagon, so they wouldn't have processed his belongings yet.
Well, and they weren't. It wasn't official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were taking him to a place
So,
upstate.
He might.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Let's
That's a
not
nice
be too harsh.
explanation.
Let's not be too harsh.
Ooh, look! Lydia said they're selling for organ harvesting. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Just be some science.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
we know adrenal glands play a big part into
That's a great call.
there.
That-
Yeah,
Something about the adrenal gland. Like
adrenaline.
I would
yeah.
love for this to just be a sanctuary of nice people. It's more than likely
Not.
different bad people.
Yeah.
Like it's completely different bad people.
Yeah, but if we do get there, I would laugh my butt off next week if we get there and they're like, "Oh yes, good, thank you for showing up, good sir. Please sit, just have tea." Like, just great. All right,
They're
cool.
gonna rewrite that episode just because that's funny.
But I wouldn't forget them yet because there's no way they would set up, say, a whole nother company if they weren't going to do something nefarious.
Gotta have
Hilarious.
another season.
I love that word.
Gotta have
It's
another
great.
season.
That's a good word.
We have to.
Yeah.
So they were in East Los Angeles. Let's head all the way over to Illinois. Talk about Tommy the Transporter. That's
Who
his
wants to
name.
start? Who wants to start?
I like that he's completely in control of his power. And I think my funniest note I wrote today was Evo, more like emo.
I love it.
Because he's just...
That's hilarious. Because this was such an angsty Tommy episode.
I know,
It
but
was
like-
such teenage angst. Now listen.
Such a teenager.
But to that, I would do the exact same thing. If it's a girl I like, oh, let me show you around. Now we're in Paris.
But
now
while
we're
you're
in
with the girl,
Spain.
you're complaining about your life and everything that's
Well, I
going
mean,
on.
he probably all right. So he
He's
doesn't
just
have
too
game yet.
much of a teenager to enjoy.
There's a
He-
lot of exposition.
He doesn't
There's a lot
have.
of exposition
Yeah.
of... And like a lot of the heed the call... Your powers come with responsibility.
Right.
Like there's a lot of that heavy-handedness.
reluctant hero.
And then like, oh, at the end of this episode, he's gonna just vow to be a hero now.
Right. Not only that, but I really enjoyed at the end when he was like, I know we haven't known each other for that long, but it feels like forever.
Was anybody else waiting on a
What
ring?
movie did you
Anybody
see
else?
that?
I was right there. I even said it. Remember, I even said it. I was like, we were watching the episode, and I looked at Khaliel, and I started going, That's exactly what happened.
That was so awkward to watch. I mean, that was
Probably because
nuts.
he's a teenager.
That was a messy kiss and
Nobody wants to
shot
see
at a terrible angle.
Teenagers
Terrible
PDA.
angle.
Nobody wants to see that.
Just cinematography wise, like no, turn the head the other way so we can see. It was just not good.
I'm sure they have their reasons, but
It's crazy. So there's of all the storylines, there were a few of them that I didn't like so much, and this was the one I liked the least. Was Tommy's, because it was just to get there was so angsty and so telling, and just it was oh my gosh, like, dear Lord, child.
but it's the stuff it's all those beats we don't like in those superhero movie reboots. Where it's like, do we need to see Spider-Man be Spider-Man again? Do we need to see him walk around and go, I have powers, I don't need to do anything? Like, it's all those beats.
That's true.
But we get them today, and then we don't have to deal with them
That's
again.
true. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good because
so-
the episode was good outside of these little faux pas, and that's great. I'm glad we're dealing with those first.
Right,
Yes.
and I think the only reason why they went to Paris is to
he had to find himself. That's
no,
why he went to
conveniently
Paris.
get the Ninth Wonders comic edition right there on the street.
That too.
Yeah.
There
Which
were a lot.
seemed a little way too easy.
Also, I'm pretty sure he'd be able to transport himself to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, see, Anna I was thinking the same thing. Yes. Anna
just said that?
Douglas. Anna Douglas said, why didn't he just go to the top?
Just go to the
Yes.
top.
Yeah. We all were thinking
he was just
No
trying to
one
go
would have had
legit.
to chase him.
Yeah.
Again,
Jeez.
he's a teenager. Sometimes you do things just to like make a fuss. So in that sense, kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
And,
but
like-
what's more romantic, being at the top of the Eiffel Tower or being angsty on a ferry?
That's true.
Dude, yeah.
That's what he was doing.
I agree. I mean, you make mistakes. I don't know. Some of that stuff is like, you know what? If I was in that position, I would have did the exact same thing.
So no one's coming after him though.
Yeah, now that's the weird part.
And they take the chip out.
That no one they put a chip in him, and then Pennyman was able to just get the scent off him.
Well,
Nobody's coming after Tommy now.
I guess so.
I guess.
He can leave the country.
He didn't even need to take the chip out, but he took it out anyway.
Well, that's just so he can.
Nobody feels
That's just
comfortable
so he
with a chip in
can
them.
like go to.
That's self-assurance that he can go anywhere.
He can go to
without
tourist
following.
attractions in Europe.
Yeah.
He just needs to have a chip.
And you know what? Emily, she's quite the surgeon. My gosh. man.
That was
I know.
impressive.
I would
Yeah.
not let some teenage girl cut me open. I don't care how much I like you.
So do we think Tommy and
Especially
Emily?
near a really
Yeah, that's what I
important
was thinking.
vein.
You can bleed out, buddy.
Do we
Yeah.
think Tommy and Emily together forever?
Forever
No.
now.
No.
Wow.
Not forever.
They're
They're
not
teenagers,
ending.
man.
I mean, they're going to be together for a long time though. Like that's his bae.
This is his bad.
Right now.
This is
And,
bad.
and
This
the
is
thing
bad.
is, like, he's going through a real, like, emotionally distressing,
Yeah.
like, period. Not just being a teenager, but having companies after your life and your livelihood, and you're supposed to save the entire world and all that stuff. So it's, I mean, that's gonna make it like, yeah, she's bae, and
Yeah,
it's gonna
she's-
last for a while. But
She's bae. I bring it up because Russell Wilson's playing right now, and in fantasy football, he's my bae.
He's killing you.
But he's killing me right now. But it's fantasy football. I have to stick to the long term.
I want to know if you guys saw this. I didn't see this. Sarge Scorpio says at the bottom of the Ninth Wonders comic, there was a word on the bottom, and it said the word Nathan.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys? I didn't catch
didn't
that.
I'm pretty
catch
sure I
that.
saw.
And it was number 31.
Yeah.
So
It was
maybe
a
that's
picture
a
of Nathan and Tommy, wasn't it?
wait, how was 31?
Was it Nathan and Tommy?
I'm pretty sure it was
How
a picture of
31
Nathan and
right?
Tommy in the desert.
know,
Is
maybe.
what I saw.
Oh.
I just noticed it was number 31.
That's what I said. Yeah, it was.
But when they said the thing about the comic book, the first thing I thought was the guy from first season who would get high and
Yeah.
paint stuff.
Yes,
Yes, that's the first.
Isaac
Isaac.
Mendez.
Isaac.
Isaac, thank you.
But that's not to say Isaac didn't paint all of them in one
Because he
shot.
technically was an Evo.
Yeah, it was technically an Evo. You guys thought I was getting off topic about Russell Wilson, but I'm going to talk about DraftKings.
No, I knew exactly what you
Okay.
were doing.
Oh,
he just
sorry.
killed it.
I did kill it. I'm so sorry.
It
I killed
happened. It happened. I figured you were looking out for me. Like, God, is Steve going to talk about fantasy football in the
Oh,
middle
I
of
did.
this
You're
hero
totally
show?
right. I didn't.
No,
get
we're
my
going to
bad.
talk about DraftKings. I'm pretty much locked into
threw you
Russell
under the
Wilson
bus.
for 16 weeks, guys.
What was that?
I'm locked into him for 16 weeks. His
no,
value is too high. I can't trade him away.
His value was never high. Don't do it.
You
No,
know,
no.
Sierra is ruining your season this year.
He is. But
No,
if I were on
I said
DraftKings,
Sierra is ruining your season this year.
is that someone he's dating or?
Oh my God! Why don't you know this?
I don't know this at all.
Yes,
All
the
right,
singer.
yeah.
We have to get over this
All right,
hump.
get over. Go.
For me to make the
right.
point that if I were playing DraftKings this week, all I would have to do is not pick Russell Wilson.
That's right.
I could pick somebody else. I could pick not Sam Bradford. I don't think he'll do it.
No, pick anyone but
Marshawn
those
Lynch.
two.
But any
You need a quarterback.
but a good, you could pick a
QB.
good quarterback, and that could
Okay.
be.
Well, the great thing about DraftKings is literally since you're setting up a lineup any week, you could pick Peyton Manning, you could pick Tom Brady. There you go. Pick someone who's going to score a lot of touchdowns for
Yes.
you. Pick some Tom Brady. Pick if you want a running quarterback. Pick Andrew Luck has got some great legs. But in DraftKings, you can do that every week.
Yeah, 1 week fantasy means no long-term commitments. And if you guys love football, as I'm sure all of us do, you're going to be able to go on DraftKings, and we're going to give you a special deal. If you get a pen and paper, this promo code BUZZ, B-U-Z-Z.
Wait.
I
Let me write
hate
that
those
down.
long
Let me write that
promo
down.
codes that are like
I'm sorry,
don't
you have
even
to
make sense.
You have to write that
Buzz.
promo code down. But
can
it's
you
the
say it
promo
again?
code BUZZ.
Wait. All right, one more time.
You can hurry to DraftKings.com and use the promo code BUZZ to
Got
play
it.
for free for a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event. Like, that would help everybody out. You can make some money, make enough money that you can just hire Tim Kring as a consultant for one day and ask him exactly what's going to happen because you cannot wait That's what I would do with $1 million right now. Just show me work prints. I need to know.
Yeah.
And then I guess I would have to not be on this panel because it would be
Conflict
weird.
of interest.
Fake it till you make it.
Although that would be hysterical if I knew everything and then you guys didn't.
Well, it's the same thing when we have a guest come in here.
Well, we hound them for
Yeah.
but we don't have money. If you were in DraftKings, you'd have money.
That's right.
Yeah. So it changes every week.
New millionaire every week.
And the promo code is what again?
It's Buzz. I know it's a really difficult promo code.
Okay, BUZZ.
Yes.
All right, got it.
Bam.
At DraftKings.
We're back. We're back. Melina makes it to wherever Luke is. Did we find out where Luke is?
The water.
In a sailboat in the water near his burnt house.
Yeah.
So likely Texas, but there was water.
There's water.
I'm putting too much thought into it.
They didn't say a location for him
We don't
yet.
have a
But
location.
see,
on
we know
Luke.
he's traveling.
We definitely know he's traveling. We know he's trying to travel to another plane. It looks like he's trying to leave this Earth.
Yeah.
After all he's done, because I think
Another plane.
we
I
all
like that.
feel like,
Travel an ocean, maybe.
because I kind of buy into the theory now that he's responsible for June 13th.
Yeah.
And now I didn't
That was my theory.
pick up drowning himself until you guys said it.
Oh yeah, the bricks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but why
I
would
didn't
he
think
have
that-
bricks in his bag if he knew?
That could be like a training exercise. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
he's traveling with a bag
He
of
burns
bricks.
his house down.
He was gonna jump into
With his
could have stayed in the
kerosene-
burning house if
He's
he
literally
wanted to
surrounded
die.
by water, and
with
you
his
have bricks.
kerosene-soaked carpets.
Yeah.
You could have.
I'm never gonna let that one go.
And so Melina saves his life. Melina goes Avatar. She goes
Totally
Avatar.
Avatar.
Saves his life. I'm not going to talk about the bad CGI outside of the fact that I will just say it once.
just talked about
bad
it.
CGI. That's the only time I'm going to say it, but it's okay. That's consistent with the show, and I'm all right with that by now.
It's consistent.
That is consistent. The show is consistent about bad CGI, and guess what? I'm okay with that. We'll move on from that. But so Melina saves him. Perfect. Those two are together now, and she has a picture of
Tommy the Transporter.
There it is. Yes.
I'm just.
Not Jason Statham, the transporter.
Was that the only thing in the envelope, though?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the
That
only.
big envelope for
And there
one
was-
little picture.
We gotta make sure it was waterproof.
I'm pretty sure there has to be information written on the backside of that
I want to say
picture.
there's like a letter or something
I want
else that has details.
Coordinates, Illinois.
Something. There has to be something, because if you just give her a picture of a kid, you're like,
That could
well,
easily
that's
be the picture
great.
that when you buy a picture frame and it comes with the picture.
That was the picture.
Just looking around
In
for
today's
this.
society, especially, she could have just texted the picture to him.
Oh, wow.
There were a lot of other
To
ways to go
her,
about this.
to
but
her.
You
But
put
you
it in an envelope, and that's all that's in the envelope.
I do love that it forced, if it was only a picture, it would force Melina to have to go like Terminator 2 and go up to everyone, have you seen this boy? And she would have to totally pull that everywhere she went. I like
But
that.
of course, she runs into Luke immediately.
Immediately.
And Luke is like, "No, I can narrow it down to a very specific, to a very specific location for a boy who just took out his tracker and is probably training to be a superhero. He's there.
Yeah.
He's either in Illinois or Paris. Probably Illinois. He's probably sick of Paris.
Actually, what you want to do is follow the girl. Always follow the girl.
Yeah,
You'll
he's just
find the
hanging around
kid.
with this girl, Emily. Just go where she is.
Yeah, she
And that's
works at
pretty-
a yogurt shop.
Someone in the
I mean,
chat
he's
said that Emily has to
Ice
die.
cream.
Oh,
That Emily's going to die, so
I mean-
so Melina could, be the
Could-
new...
I don't think Melina's going to be
The new person for no.
Yeah, but,
New Bay?
But you have New Bay. Emily has to
She's
die.
got
Well,
she's
she's
got a
going
little
to.
bit of an attitude. I don't see that happening.
I don't see Emily dying for that, but I do see Emily dying.
Yeah, right?
I see Emily dying to enrage Tommy.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be a
To motivate,
motivation.
or like,
Yeah.
or like a sacrifice thing where Tommy does save the world from the from the solar flare, but like she dies.
That's good.
Like I could see something like that he's never whole again, because otherwise he'd just be a Boy Scout in the course of 3 episodes. So I'm seeing something like that. I'm not going to jump into predictions so soon. But I'm going to go one more until the meat and potatoes of this week,
Okay.
which is specifically just Taylor and Erica. And we find
Yeah,
out
go for it.
about the Evo's truthers, and that there are 700 Evos missing.
Well, not just that. They're not Evo's truthers. They're hero truthers.
Hero- yes.
Ah,
Yeah,
we never heard that
hero
until this
truthers.
episode.
The hero
know what that
truthers,
means.
Activist group.
they're an activist group that's like pretty much knows everyone's vanishing, and then Taylor comes out and confirms it.
Are they like the Black Panthers? Maybe.
They're more like anonymous. Like they're kind of more like anonymous.
But Anonymous didn't kidnap anyone. You mean the hero truthers? Yes,
The
they
hero
are like
truthers
Anonymous.
are very
yes.
similar to Anonymous.
Yes.
Minus paying Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I went A
yeah.
to C on that comment.
Yeah. Nice.
But I like that tiny bit that we're moving forward with this too, that there's going to be a level of civil unrest over the Evos. But we've yet to really run into anyone in this world that is a sympathizer to Evos at all.
Not so much.
Which is weird.
Except for that nurse.
me.
That one nurse.
That one nurse.
That's the best we're going to get.
That is, but then we all think that nurse is an Evo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
true.
also just showing how much time has changed since the last season to this season, a span of 5 years, how everyone views people, and especially viewing the Evos now. They're people to look down upon.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
That's racist.
So
It
much
is.
oppression,
It's
guys.
and
Real
prejudice.
So much oppression, guys. Let's get over it.
So I think we're ready to get into what we'll spend most of our time talking about. Noah, Quentin, Harris, Miko, Ren, Hero.
Hero.
So before
This is the story,
This
and this
is
is what
the-
made the episode.
Yeah. And now that we know, yes, thank you. We need some victory music for this part. Now that we know that she's not a real girl, it totally made sense last episode where we saw that crappy glass shatter thing.
She pixelates
Yeah.
stuff. She's not a real person. I think that's what we concluded last week.
It all, and now we got the confirmation today.
She's an aberration. She's a virus.
One
a
prediction,
virus.
correct.
Ha!
So where's the Mario cha-ching for that one?
Yeah.
But
She's like
pull it
Agent
up.
Smith, but good.
no, I was just verbally
Yeah,
giving
But
it to
good. A virus, but good.
Yeah.
Good virus.
Good virus. She's a daddy long legs. She's a spider,
Ooh.
but she's the spider who kills the other spiders.
I mean, although actually,
That didn't work.
some would argue that Agent Smith is good.
That's right.
Some would, the
Some
prevailing theory is that Agent Smith is the one.
He's actually the one. And
Yeah.
this is true, guys.
should
Go back
have
and watch The
been the
Matrix.
one. No, he is-
Agent Smith is actually the one when you really break it down. There's a great theory video on YouTube that's called The One, and it's about Agent Smith. Watch it. It's really incredible.
Really incredible.
Interesting.
But we're going to get into it. Noah and Quentin, mainly Noah, gets to interrogate a Harris, waterboard him, finds out where they're keeping Hiro Nakamura.
Do you think this was the real Harris, though? Because I felt if this was a clone, it could have easily dissipated away, and I
It had
felt
to
like
be
this
Harris
had
Prime.
to be the real Harris.
And Noah seems to know enough about clones that he wouldn't have interrogated a lesser Harris.
Mm-hmm.
He would have only gone after Harris Prime.
And I feel like the other Harrises would have come for reinforcement if it wasn't Harris.
But they're not telekinetic or just
they
clones.
don't seem to be telekinetic.
Oh, yeah?
They're just clones.
Yeah, they can't Naruto poof and give information.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that was actually established this week for the first time, that they don't have any of those they're not telekinetic, they're not osmosisly. I know
They're
what you're going for.
regenerative.
I got lost on that
Once
word.
they're separated, they are a completely different entity outside of the fact that they are a clone of the original.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
their own person. They can go live their own life. He can go be a baker. He can go be a dentist.
I'm sure there is a Baker Harris.
There's a Baker Harris out there.
I wouldn't
They'd
somewhere.
have to get all.
I wouldn't go to a dentist
Social
Harris, but
Security
that's
numbers and
here nor there. They head on over to. Was it just the same main Renautis building that they were keeping Hero?
No, because
it was the different. It was
a
that
different
offsite
one
that was
because that's
sending
the same
places.
One that Hero. I'm sorry, not Hero. Miko.
Yeah, it's that offsite that was sending the seeds somewhere.
Yeah.
We now realized what I've.
You've been calling it, but you didn't say future though.
I said it was a parallel world. I'm not going to claim
different
that.
dimension.
I said it was a different dimension or a parallel
pretty
world.
close.
Yeah.
Whereas it seems to me they're just sending seeds to a future where 96% of the people died.
So they can repopulate the Earth, a la 12 Monkeys. There
Yes.
we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of
Very
references happening. The Harris clone does not sleep alone, Lydia Cerritos says.
Who's he sleeping with?
himself.
I mean,
Himself.
whoever he wants to, apparently.
Would that be gay? Let's move on.
So
I don't even know why we...
But
Okay.
teleporting to the future?
Teleporting to the
To
future.
a world where Erica's building this new world.
New
Yes.
frontier.
Erica's building
that
a
no
brand
one
new
has-
world. That, like,
actually has been to.
and like maybe if she's sending it so far into the future, she can repopulate the world that's now habitable. and that before, and like we're talking hundreds of years into the future after the world, if the world becomes uninhabitable, she travels hundreds, if not thousands of years into the future where it's habitable again, and then plants seeds, and then spends hundreds of years in that time planting seeds and making sure there's food so she can take like 20,000 people with her.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense.
I think that's her plan.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
I don't like that plan. Taylor read that plan, whatever that plan is. It was in her desk, which is a terrible place, like an unlocked desk.
Another one of those things, yeah. I wrote a book. I leave it out from the open, essentially. Just open my desk. It's right there.
Oh, yeah, open my desk that you can get to.
Yeah, but you need a key to my office first.
Well,
That's the first
and you
thing.
got to get past Harris and Harris and Harris.
And Harris and Harris.
The Harrises. We get the intersection of Miko and Ren, who are in Evernow, trying to get to Hero, but like they kind of dropped this whole story for her.
The father.
That it was the father. They're like, oh, I'm trying to free my father.
Nope.
And then it's like, nope,
No.
nope, you're trying to free the master of time and space.
Yeah. She was pretty accepting quickly about that. She's like, Father! No, I'm not your father. You got to free the master of time and space. She goes, oh, okay. Time and space! Let's go do that.
Because that's my father.
Yes.
And then
Right.
her journey was, no, that's not my father. No, that's definitely, oh, wait, why am I, who am I, what's the...
And she was too accepting that, like, okay, now I have to sacrifice myself for this person that I thought it was this person, but it's actually this person. But yeah, I'm still gonna do it, whatever.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
For
a
the
really
master
good
time
point.
and space, sure.
I did not realize that.
You know, she put herself, yeah, and we did talk about a little bit about how the character was like, you know, I must get past myself. You know, and it was like, okay, you know, I'll give it to you. Because essentially you're right, but the presentation wasn't fantastic of it. But
And then just keep moving forward,
Yeah.
like a video game, like a program would.
Yeah, like a
great.
real. If she was a real human, she'd be like, "Well, something's wrong here," and she'd be questioning, and we get that whole spiel.
Hold on,
But-
what's reality?
Yeah.
If she were a real human, I think this whole in and out of video games
But,
thing
like,
would be
if
a
she was
big
a
problem.
human, if she was a
Yeah.
human, she would have probably put up a bigger fight and be against everything she's doing, or at least question it in some way.
yeah, what do you guys think of the concept of Hero's prison? The fact that they were able to imprison him in a digital world.
I would have loved for them to go deeper into that, because it was just kind of like they gave it to us and was like, accept it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I like it. It's like a place with no time and space, especially in today's society, especially with the stories going on. Technology, if you think about it, when the game ends, it could just start over.
Yeah, it does make
So
sense.
But I
trying
do need
in
to
that
know-
way.
I do need
Doesn't
to
stop.
know how.
But
Is that
and the thing
Hero? Is that Matt Parkman? Is
Yeah.
that...
Because his physical body has to be somewhere in a physical plane, right? Unless he's able to, like, how can he?
Well, but if
somehow
he
put
controls
himself-
time and space, there must be a way for him to exist on... Like, in multiverse theory, he could have existed on a different plane.
Yeah.
But then how do you put him there and keep him there
Yeah.
if he's the only one that can do it?
Exactly.
Like,
And
you have to
that-
harness his power and then imprison him with his power.
And that's the,
Yeah.
But
the
that's what
issue.
they
They
did. They
introduced.
built
Yeah. Well, that's
machine
what.
that does
But that's
that.
also what Hiro Nakamura did to the initial Takaizo Sensei. I'm trying to remember his name right now.
He put him in the
Yeah.
ground.
But like the similar to the idea that like if you can't die and you don't need to eat, I can literally put you in the ground forever. And because that actor's so good and that character's so good, they dug him up eventually. But
Yeah.
they could have left him. They literally could have left him in the ground and never dug him up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he's Vision. But
Yeah.
so
Oh, you
know, the-
Avengers? That's him? That's the same guy?
yeah, Miko. So we lose Miko. How do we feel about losing Miko? A lot of people in the chat do not like that we lost Katana Girl.
No, she's pretty cool.
She was awesome.
Her choreography wasn't the best, but I mean,
She's
so was a
pretty-
lot of things in the show.
My,
So she
my
was cool.
thing is, if they built her once as a virus, they can easily rebuild
That
another
too.
virus.
Nice.
Ooh, I like
I think
it.
Ren would
Yeah.
need that because I think Ren's going to go through some stuff.
Yeah, because Ren knows coding and whatnot, and he's the expert of video games. He can easily,
Build yourself a girlfriend.
no, he can easily create another
he can
virus.
easily weird science himself another Miko.
And I wouldn't put it past him that he can't. So.
I wouldn't either.
I will say, if you guys want to see something really cool about the actress, her name is Kiki Sukizane. I can't.
Kiki.
Yeah, and she did this really cool time lapse art piece of a katana on her arm. This is in real life, and she did it with an artist named Jody Steele. And if you guys just look up Jody Steele artist, you're going to see this incredible time lapse where Jody created like a katana, like using her skin as like the straps. Like, it's online. It's really amazing. Check it out. Nice. Jody Steele, artist.
Cool. Also, Jason in the chat, who somehow got away with not having a last name on Google+. I wouldn't be surprised if her father didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, was he just first?
They explained that.
Yeah,
she's a program. His father created...
Yeah, his father created her out of... But it would even be cooler if they were mentioning They were mentioning that father like it was a real person, but it was never actually a real person. Mm-hmm. But they did say the daughter lived and died.
Yeah.
So that would make it weird, but AI has done stranger. Also, the Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
There we go. Good guy. You're a good guy. We got a double Leroy Jenkins reference in this one, and I love a good Leroy Jenkins reference.
So
that was funny.
While we're keeping it sad and mourning Miko,
here we go. This is the big one.
Quentin.
Oh yeah, didn't see that coming.
I did not see it. I thought he was in it to
win it.
I thought
he was in it to win it. Yeah.
I thought he was in it to win it on this series.
But since we're going back in time,
But hey, I mean, we spent less time with the Haitian. We didn't see him dying, so
that's true.
I was just more surprised it was from his sister that killed him.
Yeah, that threw me.
His sister just went and just straight up killed him.
Well, she seemed brainwashed.
And she said a couple really interesting things though, like about and it's all tying into even what Molly was saying. Like, you don't realize what you're doing. You're going to kill us all by doing this.
But I think she's playing into the idea that there's no way to stop the sun from doing what the sun's gonna do, and the polarity from changing and all that. She's living in a world where Erica's telling everybody that's what's about to happen.
Yep, but she's also living in a world where she believes everything Erica's saying.
That too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
I'll have a prediction when we're through with this about what I think all this means.
Okay.
Not yet.
That was a cop out. I was just copping you out.
Yeah,
we're not there yet. Like, oh man,
that was the second time you said prediction, so I just wanted to scare you.
Thank you. I need that. I need to not say that word.
We definitely lost Quentin, and that was heart-wrenching.
Yes,
it was sad.
We lost one of the two best actors on the show.
Wow.
Actors or characters?
Best written character.
Best written character. Sorry.
Everyone on this show is an amazing actor.
Sorry.
Characters on
I'm
the
sorry. It came out totally wrong.
Yes, fantasy stats guru. She is totally brainwashed. I agree.
I love Quentin. Just a quick moment of silence for Quentin. And we move on.
Yeah, okay. Quentin.
I think we covered everything, Noah. I think we covered everything other than Hiro Nakamura.
Escalating revolution.
Hiro Nakamura is back.
Yes.
And here's
Hiro.
In one sentence, kind of enraged me, which was Noah was like, "You have to take me back." Hiro was like, "No." Noah said, "You got to take me back." Hiro was like, "Okay."
It happened a couple times this episode with things like that. Like, just, like even with Tommy, too, the turnaround. Oh, a comic book. Yeah, I'm going to be a hero. Like, hero, we have to go back. No, yeah, exactly. Same thing. There was quite a few quick turnarounds that probably could have had, a little
some
more.
Some convincing.
Yeah.
Some type of convincing or anything.
We've only got 40 minutes.
I know. But there's anything. And don't step on butterflies.
Yes.
Which is
I love that one.
That's the butterfly effect, is to tell you something as small as a butterfly's wings, meaning you like by the mere intrusion of entering that world, you've altered its reality.
Yes, which they
do
just
step
like
on too many butterflies.
I like the line though.
I like
that's
the
really
line's
what
cute.
the line should have been.
The line's cute, and I think with that, stepping on butterflies, we can get into predictions.
Oh no! Wait.
What? Wait. Sorry. Then no. Wait. Sorry.
Wait. Okay. One thing is, what do you guys believe is going to happen to Ren now?
Wouldn't that be prediction?
Now, oh shoot, you're right. Okay. Marisa?
I was just gonna say, I do love how everybody's now crossing paths with each other.
Yes.
They're not individual stories that just like is feeling like season 1, season 2, where everyone's stories are lining up with each other. Yeah. So we're getting that.
That's probably why the episode was so much better too. Like when it all was coming together.
Like it's been building to this episode.
Yeah, they're all physically coming to one place.
So Now it is time for predictions.
Oh, that's messed up, Mark. That is messed up, Mark.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
All right.
I'm not starting.
Who wants to start?
I'll go.
Let's see.
All right, first off, as I've been saying every after show, hashtag Claire ain't dead. And then we got in the preview. I might be right, y'all. So I appreciate everybody who's been riding with me on that hashtag Claire ain't dead. I have not seen anyone use it, but if you plan on, now's a good time to hop on the bandwagon. Outside of that,
All right,
I don't really have anything else.
to go after the Claire, because we know the actress Hayden Panettiere is busy on another show, but she's also not going to be on that show either. I think when they go back to June 13th, we're only going to hear audio clips of maybe a voice message or like voicemail or something, and then, or a previous flashback when she's calling Angela, because we saw the preview for Angela. And then, because in the past, Claire's not dead, but in the future she is. Mm-hmm. So I think if we're going to get anything from Claire, it's just going to be audio. No video visual clips.
All right. Do you want to go last?
Yeah, I'm going last.
All right. Here's what I think about time travel. I think that everything we've been watching has been curated from Noah and Hiro at this very moment. That they go back in time and find a way to save the Earth from back then, so that it's not an impending, you have 3 weeks, or you've like 6 days or 5 days, whatever that countdown is.
12 days.
12 days.
Didn't they last
It was
episode? They
one
said
more-
they had 12 days.
It was one more day than episodes we had. I thought.
That's right.
That's how I remembered it. That it was one more day than episodes we had. So it was
It might have been 7 days.
7 or 8. So what I'm thinking is that they have way more time than that, and they actually go back and stop it. Also, a lot of people in the chat are saying something I do agree, which is Angela Petrelli and Mohinder Suresh are the heads of a new company that are going to help the Evos and team
that would explain the money.
Team with Noah and Hiro to save the world. I still think bad people run Sunstone Manor. They might take it over.
But I think that'd be great with Angela's character, knowing like the bad company that she first originally built. That's the only good thing from her character that she can do to redeem herself, by building a whole better company.
I would love.
We do know Mohinder Suresh is coming back, so I can see them pairing up and actually doing something good.
And we're gonna.
And the Haitian's not dead either. Hashtag the Haitians ain't dead. Haitian ain't dead.
Well, we're gonna go back to June 13th next week, and we're gonna get to see everybody. So does that mean we're not gonna get like El Vengador and Luke and Tommy,
okay
and
with
like,
that.
or are we gonna see them?
Or
on
Luke
the
was at the.
Or we're gonna see them a year
summit.
earlier.
You know, we are
Luke was
seeing.
at
Well,
the
we're definitely gonna see Luke.
Yeah, but we're seeing such an influx of the old characters coming in. I think we're gonna see a definite drop off of the new characters for sure. If now it's going to be glimpses at the most, because we're going to be focusing on the originals,
The OG.
The original.
The OG heroes. What's your prediction? Finn?
I don't have a whole lot. I mean, outside of that, Claire is dead, and my big one that I've said from the beginning is that Luke goes boom.
Yeah.
Hashtag Luke goes boom. I go with that.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
Hashtag
Putting
Luke
all
goes
of our
boom.
hashtags.
Yeah, Luke is the June 13th explosion. Luke goes boom.
I believe in that too. No, I think we covered everything.
you
We got all our stuff in. So, starting with Jonathan, which would be to my far left, where can the people find you in the middle of the week if they wake up in a cold sweat and want to tell you that Claire ain't dead?
No, well, you can find me. You can find me directly at Kaibacat, Kaibacat. Good episode, guys! Yay, we're doing it! We're doing it at Kaibacat.
And then to your right,
And then you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Khaliel Abooboo.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
and you guys can find me on Twitter. That's at Steve Kaufmann, Kaufmann. I do 5 shows here at AfterBuzz TV, and I tweet about them regularly. And thank you for watching. Good night.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV. From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.